speak more about that, because sometimes our relationship feels like a self-help program. There are things I need to work out, and I've been there.
Have you heard us say, because this is really the starting point of this, have you heard us say, we say it quite a bit, that one who's connected to the stream or to the source is 1,000,000 times more influential than one who is not. Yeah. So now, in keeping with the conversation that we've already begun here today, think about how you are an extension of source. And let's say that you've been meditating, you've been looking for positive aspects, you've been deliberately going general in order to keep your vibration as pure and without resistance as you can. So you've been preparing the grid. So you are practicing steadily this alignment with source, which means source is flowing through you in a very powerful way. And by source, we want to make it more tangible as it is to Esther. Esther gives Jerry a whole lot of credit. He's part of that source, but she can feel the specifics of his interest flowing with her in many different aspects of her day. So this source, or this Abraham, or this Jerry, or whatever it is you want to call this non-physical energy, interested in you, aware of what you've created, aware of where you stand in relationship to what you've created, and helping by influencing the cooperative components that surround you. For example, you're on your way out the door, you meant to take your cell phone, you set it down in another room, you don't have it with you, and as you go out the door, someone comes into your path who's on the telephone, which makes you think about your telephone. That person and their trajectory influenced completely in order to remind you about something that is important to you. We are not making this stuff up. All day, every day, cooperative components are walking into your space, dropping just the right word at just the right moment, or just the right look at just the right moment. Constant influence, constant cooperative components, all interplaying with you in order to assist you in getting exactly where you want to be. Someone stepping in your path which causes you to halt just for a moment, and then another path opening up. And so, in other words, there is an orchestration, because the source within you knows where you are in relationship to everything that you want and what the path of least resistance is to get you there, given, operative words here, given the level of resistance that you've got going on at any point in time. In other words, if you were completely resistance free, then you would just have an impulse and follow it, and it would just be blissful, blissful, blissful. Sometimes Esther will be moving through a day, and she will comment to someone who is moving with her, because she has many friends, Barbara especially, who is a really, really, really good point of attraction. When Esther and Barbara are moving around together, fun just shows up everywhere they are. The universe just knocks itself out to give them something else that will surprise and delight them, you see. It's a point of attraction, and the synergy between the vibrational frequencies of the two of them compounds the experience and makes the cooperative components all the more evident, you see. Mm-hmm. So we want you to feel, you use the words, you want to know about this cooperation, you want to know about this co-creation. We want you to know that everyone on the planet, beasts included, have the potential of cooperating with you in a way, and for what purpose? To surprise and delight you, to reassure you, to let you know, to emphasize, to demonstrate the worthiness of your beingness, to give you moment after moment after moment of feeling good. Little kids, you watch them, they expect good things to come to them, and they do. And then parents often say to them, as they're reaching for something else and something else, they're just saying, more, now what, more. And parents and teachers are commonly saying to them, haven't you had enough, you greedy little bugger?
No.
Don't you know that everything has been orchestrated for the last hour to please you, and now you've come to the end of your pleasing time? Because they don't get that. They still expect another and another and another and another and another and another and another. Yes. They want to be delighted in all moments, not just in some moments, because they still understand that there's no deprivation of well-being. There's no shortage. There's no limitation to anything that they want. It's supposed to feel good now and now and now and now and now. It's not supposed to feel good now and then not good. You can't get sick enough. You never wake up in the morning and say, oh, I've been well for so long. I'm going to be sick for a little while and allow more people to be well because I've been using up all the wellness. I've been so clear-minded for so long, I'm going to be stupid and confused today to allow other people to have clarity. You never say that because you understand that it's a stream that you're tapping into, you see. And that's the way we want you to understand that you are an extension of source energy. Better said, you are an extension of source energy, but source energy is flowing through you, constantly flowing through you. And when you take the simple a little bit of time and the simple exercises of going general to prepare your grid, of making lists of positive aspects to prepare your grid, of getting rampages of appreciation to prepare your grid, of meditating to prepare your grid. When preparing your grid for what? Preparing your grid for the alignment of source. Preparing your grid so that the contents of your vortex, which includes all of us non-physical energy beings who know who you are and what you want and where you are in proximity to it. If you are spending your time preparing your grid, then the rest of your life, the rest of your day is going to be about experiencing the delicious results of having prepared your grid. Oh, we just could not speak it to you any more clearly. That's what your work is, to prepare your grid, you see.
And prepare my grid for more co-creation, for bringing to the edge of thought. That it seems that the leading edge of thought...
Yeah, of course. But when you get too carried away with the ulterior motive in preparing your grid, you get specific and you mess it up. If you could accept that you're just looking for a way to feel as good as you can feel right now, in other words, that criticism that you felt toward that person, justified as it is, did not feel good and did not serve you and messed up your grid for a little bit of time.
Yes.
Because you want people who are on the ball to interact with you. You want people that are good at what they do to interact with you. You want effective, efficient, honest people to interact with you.
Yes.
But when you see them otherwise, you mess up your grid and you deny those people from coming while you attract the others.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. I've never even met Esther, and I love her.
We are all appreciating that you wore a grid-like shirt.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.